So yan, for the problem number 1, a diesel cycle operates with a compression ratio of 13.5 and with a cutoff ratio occurring at 6% of the stroke. State 1 is defined by 14 psia and 140 degree Fahrenheit, and for the hot air standard with K is equal to 1.34, and for an initial 1 cubic feet, compute temperature 2, pressure 2, volume 2, temperature 3, volume 3, pressure 4, and temperature 4. The heat rejected, work net, efficiency, mean effective pressure for a rate of a circulation of 1,000 cubic feet per meter, compute the horsepower. So, kung i-analyze natin yung problem, bali, sa problem, binigyan tayo ng RK o yung compression ratio na 13.5 with dito naman cut-off occurring at 6% of the stroke. Bali dito hindi binigay yung cut-off ratio natin. So wag tayong palilito. Kasi sabi niya occurring at 6% of the stroke. Therefore, yung RK natin, yung RC natin is isa-solve pa natin. Bali yung ano niya is RK is equals to 6% of the stroke. 'Di ba yung stroke, 'di ba yun yung ano, yung reciprocating motion, 'di ba? Yun yung pag-reciprocate ng piston natin. 'Di ba yung ano dito, 'di ba? Yung bali nasa top dead center and bottom dead center, 'di ba? Yun yung paggalaw niya. So, kapag sinabi nating stroke, yun yung VD natin or yun yung volume displacement natin. Therefore, yung RC is equals to 6% multiplied by the stroke. Yun yung cut-off ratio. Bali, isa-solve pa siya. Then, state defined by, meron tayong pressure 1 na 14 psia. Then, meron tayong 140 degree Fahrenheit. Hindi pa siya naka-absolute. Therefore, mag-add tayo ng 460. Bali is equal to 600 Rankine. Then, binigyan yung K natin na 1.34. Then, yung volume 1 natin na 1 cubic feet. Then, yun nga, pinapakompute niya, ito. Yan. So, tignan natin sa solution ko. Yan. Ulitin ko lang, no, yung mga given sa problem, yung RK natin na 13.5, yung RC na is equal to 0.06 VD. Then yung pressure 1 na 14 psia, yung temperature 1 na 140 plus 460 by 600 Rankine. Yung K natin is 1.34, yung V1 natin is 1 cubic feet. Then ito yung pinapakuha ng problem. So, unang ginawa ko is kinuha ko yung temperature 2. Hinanapin natin yung temperature 2. Sa temperature 2, ginamit ko is process 1 to 2. Yun yung isentropic process. Yung ginamit kong formula is yung T2BV2 kick na formula. T2 all over T1 is equals to V1 all over V2 raised to K minus 1. Then, i-cross multiply ko lang siya. Then, we all know naman na yung V1 all over V2 is equals to RK, di ba? So, T2 all over T1 is equals to RK, K minus 1. Therefore, yung final formula natin is T2 is equals to T1 quantity RK raised to K minus 1. So, i-substitute lang natin yung mga value. Bali, yung T1 natin is equals to 600. I-multiply natin sa RK na 13.5 raised to 1.34 minus 1. Therefore, yung T2 natin is equal to 1,453.666 Rankine. Then, nakuha ko na yung temperature 2. Kuhanin naman natin yung pressure 2. Sa pressure 2 naman, same process 1 to 2 yung ginamit ko sa isentropic process. Sa isentropic process, ginamit kong formula, yun naman yung T2BV2 formula. Bali, P2 all over P1 raised to K minus 1 all over K is equal to V1 all over V2 raised to K minus 1. So, para makuha natin yung final formula for P2, nag-raise ako ng K all over K minus 1. So, kung i-distribute ko to sa dalawa, bali dito kung i-ano natin, isa na, 1 na lang yung matitira kasi maka-cancel to. Bali cancel. Bali 1. So, dito naman sa RK, kung i-distribute natin, bali yung K minus 1 maka-cancel, yung K minus 1 dito maka-cancel. Pero, bali meron tayong matitira na K. So, yung initial formula natin is P2 all over P1 is equal to RK raised to K. Therefore, cross-multiply natin para makuha natin yung final formula ng P2. Therefore, P2 is equals to P1, quantity RK raised to K. So, substitute lang natin yung mga given formula, ay yung given value. Yung P1 natin is 14 PSIA. Yung RK natin is 13.5. Then, inaka-raise siya sa 1.34. Therefore, yung P2 natin is equals to 457.904 PSIA. So, nakuha natin to pressure 2. Volume 2 naman yung hahanapin natin. Sa volume 2, di ba meron tayong formula na RK is equals to V1 all over V2. Since meron naman tayo na RK na value, meron tayong volume 1, makukuha natin yung value ni volume 2. So, i-cross multiply ko lang yung formula, makukuha natin yung final formula na V2 is equals to V1 all over RK. Yung V1 natin is 1 cubic feet. Yung RK natin is 13.5. Therefore, yung volume 2 natin is 0.0741 cubic feet. Nakuha na natin ito. Volume 2. Sa temperature 3 naman yung hahanapin natin. Sa temperature 3, ginamit kong process is yung process 2 to 3 wherein pressure is constant. Bali yung ginamit kong formula is yung PVT formula. So, P3V3 all over T3 is equals to P2V2 all over T2. Pressure is constant, so cancel. Bali yung initial formula natin is V3 all over T3 is equals to V2 all over T2. Para makuha natin yung final formula is i-cross multiply ko lang to. Sa pag-cross multiply, makuha natin na final formula is T3 is equals to V3 V2 all over V2. Bali sa temperature 3, wala pa tayong volume 3. So, hahanapin muna natin yung volume 3. Sa paghanap naman ng volume 3, yung ginamit ko, kung i-analyze natin no, sa diagram o sa PV diagram, di ba? Sabi ko kanina yung RC natin, di ba, is equal to 0.06 VD, di ba? Di ba dito 'yon mag-start dito. Yan yung VD natin. By observation, makukuha natin yung V3. Kung titignan natin, no, yung sa diagram, 'di ba? Dito is V2. And kapag minultiply natin siya sa RC na 0.06 VD, makukuha natin yung V3. Magsimula dito hanggang dito is equal to V3. Para makuha natin yung V3, 'di ba? V2 plus 0.06 VD. So, V3 bali, 'di ba yung VD natin is equals to V1 minus V2. So, V2 bali yung value ng V2 is 0.0741 cubic feet. Yung plus natin yung 0.06. Then, yung V1 natin is 1 cubic feet minus yung V2 na 0.0741 cubic feet. Therefore, yung volume 3 natin is equals to 0.1297 cubic feet. Then, sa temperature 3, makukuha natin yung temperature 3 kasi meron na tayong value ni volume 3. So, i-substitute lang natin. Volume V3 na nakuha natin is 0.1297 cubic feet. Yung temperature 2 natin na 1,453.666 Rankine all over natin sa V2 na 0.0741 cubic feet. Bali, cancel yung cubic feet, cancel. Therefore, yung temperature 3 natin is equals to 2,544.406 Rankine. So, meron na tayong temperature 3. Nakuha natin temperature 3. Nakuha na rin natin yung volume 3. Hanapin naman natin next is yung temperature 4. Sa temperature 4 naman, yung ginamit kong process is process 3 to 4, yung isentropic process. Bali, ginamit kong formula is yung T to BV2 formula para makuha ko yung temperature 4. Bali, temperature 3 is all over temperature 4 is equals to V4 all over V3 raised to K minus 1. Therefore, yung final formula natin is temperature 4 is equals to T3 all over quantity V4 all over V3 raised to K minus 1. So, substitute lang natin yung mga values. So, T3, yung nakuha natin is 2,544.406 Rankine all over a quantity of V4 na 1 cubic feet. Yun palang V4, di ba? Alam naman natin na is equal lang yan sa volume 1. So, yung volume 4 natin is 1 cubic feet. Then, yung volume 3 natin is 0.1297 cubic feet. So, cancel yung unit na cubic feet. Naka-raise pala yun sa 1.34 minus 1. So, temperature 4 natin is equals to 1,270.533 Rankine. Nakuha natin yung temperature 4. So, kuhanin natin next is yung pressure 4. Sa pressure 4 naman, ginamit kong process is process 4 to 1, wherein volume is constant. So, ginamit kong formula is PVT. Bali, P4 V4 all over T4 is equals to P1 V1